What is up, guys? This is HogeezHoagies, and I'm back with another video for you all. Today we're going to be playing a game that I probably should have played on this channel a very long time ago. This game is pretty much a requirement, from what I've been told, for literally everyone who's ever played a video game. This is just one of the required video gaming experiences, and I've never played it. So welcome, everyone, to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I've never played this. I've never played the original. Let's go. I feel like I've been missing out for a very long time.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa, I don't like that camera sensitivity. Oh boy. Still a little, like, really high. God damn. That's much better. Okay. I left my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know where the meeting room is. What about this room? Can I go in this room?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
For what
Click
achievement?
a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I will click on this door so many times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Okay.
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. I got you. I need to find door 417, but I'll find it, and there it is.
Ooh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Alright, I know where that one is. We're doing it.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Alright. 415. There.
Now, back to door number 437.
Alright, I'm on it. I have no fucking idea what this game is, but I'm already having
Let's
fun.
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What? Where the fuck is the copy machine? This?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling
Okay,
it
okay,
now.
okay.
I think we're getting somewhere.
I'm already having fun. You said 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay. Oh, I can't jump.
Yes!
Yes!
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Okay. Something tells me this is not how you're supposed to play the game.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
Okay. Where's 430? 5 clicks on door 430. Where is it? There it is.
Yes!
Hey!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
That was the best achievement I've ever acquired in a video game, ever. And my webcam was fucking covering it. God damn it. Not that Steam, or not that OBS would have picked it up anyway, but you know, the idea. Can I go back into my office? No. Alright, well, where the fuck's the meeting room? Is it the U? No. Maybe I can only go through doors that are already open. That seems to be how this works.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he really? You know what? I like this guy. He gave me an achievement. I'm gonna do as he says for now.
Yet
the
there was
meeting
not
room?
a single person here either. Feeling
Oh.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure you slide as a slick blue graphic in the header. Throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm. I wasn't done reading. God damn it. Monetize free to play? No. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Interesting. What is hot? Lots of things. Like... Oh. Fair. Uh-oh. Oh god. Please, begging, stop. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Is there... Yourself, more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Metamorphosis is my dream for the future. Comatose? Less air. A boat. Interesting. Happy feelings of Violet James, you are fired. The stock market is somewhere here. Ripes. I need to find this boss worksheet. Not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Let me alter it. Why is it making keyboard sounds? Damn. Oh well. Broom closet. Oh, I can open you.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
That's not
he
true, there's a
turned
broom.
around and got back on track.
But there's a broom. I want the broom. Give me... There's not nothing here. There's a lot here. Give me the broom.
There's nothing here. No choice to make. No path to follow. Just
It's not
an
empty.
Broom closet.
No.
No reason to still be here.
No. I don't care.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
No.
He wasn't even doing anything.
That's correct.
At
I'm not
least if there
anymore.
was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I am doing sweet fuck all. There has to be something to interact with in here.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes!
Standing around doing nothing?
Why? There has to be more
Please
than
offer me
nothing
some
here.
Explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
There has to be more than nothing here, man. I have to be able to interact with something. I can't jump.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in
I
here, right?
know!
If I'd said Stanley
Damn
walked
it!
past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Alright. I'm moving my webcam to the other side. I've gotten 2 achievements so far that are just funny.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I promise
Maybe
it's
when
not.
you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I want the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
No!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
That's not very nice. At
Well, I've
all.
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. I have resigned myself to this broom closet. There's nothing more you can do. I got an achievement, by the way, because I tried to jump. And apparently that's just not a thing. There ain't no jump, even though there's a jump button. Come on. Talk to me. We're not done here yet, surely. No, I'm gonna close myself in here. This isn't all for nothing! It can't be! Oh, wait. Why don't I just... Ta-da! I fixed my drop shadow. Come on. Is there really nothing else in here? Fine.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Shut not.
I guarantee you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps
Die.
there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish?
No.
Fungus?
There's Roddy
Look,
Top's plushie.
You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Hey, Roddy Tops, you want to play? No. Are we ready to go? I don't... As soon as I step through this door, it's going to close behind me. I'm not going to do that. I've left the broom closet. Say something. Anything. So I can go back in and ruin your day. God damn it. Oh, well, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No! Let me through! Stop this! God... You know what? Fine. Fuck you. The hell's going on down here? You're lit up. Can't read you. What is that? A little drawing. Okay, I can't read that. It's too small.
But
There's a car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Not one bit.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What? No,
And for
no,
that
don't do
matter,
this.
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
This is all a dream, sure.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining
Yo, there's still
so
a car
lucid?
here.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I want to drive the car.
The voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How
Why?
could it be?
But I was floating.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
I was
himself? Believing
floating.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the
I
voice
was
speak
floating.
these words was
I was
quite a
in
shock to
space.
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Clearly.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Did I have my window
Let me
open?
wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley, are you okay? Ah, fuck. Well...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me
everything's going
real.
great. Oh, God.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Stanley die?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, that's a Stanley Parable, everybody. Wow, okay, I guess that's an ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean? It means I'm going.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't like this voice anymore. He killed me.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Alright, I'm going
doors,
straight down.
he entered the
I'm
door
gonna
on
go
his
figure
left.
out what was beyond that car. Because I just sat there. I'm going.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
He sure did
office.
not. He kept going.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired.
Stanley
for
is
that.
going.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that
Oh.
risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Oh.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Give me
All of my
soda.
co-workers blinking mysteriously
Give
out of
me
existence
soda.
in a single moment for no
God
reason at
damn it.
all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make others.
Alright, well that didn't do anything.
All of his co-workers
Alright.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Time
to
to go
go
up to the
meeting room.
office.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He sure did.
Yet there was not a single person here
Oh,
either.
not one.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
I'm
to his
going
boss.
up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Door. Damn. I'm going up. Ooh. Oh. Funny, crisp. Extreme bathrooms. I can't read you. Bath guy testifies in the trial of the century. Tired of getting ash on your porcelain? Faucets, pipes, offshoots. Can I wash my hands? I want to wash my hands. Damn, I'm not allowed to wash my hands. Oh well. Hey, boss. No boss. Hey, boss. Hey, oh. Okay, what's over here? An elevator. There's a glowing piece of paper on the floor. Let's go up. Why are these papers glowing? I can't read them, they're too glowy. Are we going to fucking space? How tall is this building? No. Alright, I went off. Does this elevator go down? No, it sure doesn't. Okay, that was a waste of time. Hey, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
I
life.
am the boss.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What
I'm
dark
the boss.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he
can't
could never
possibly
possibly
imagine.
know that the combination was 2845. $2845.
No, hold on, I got it. I got it, don't worry.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Got the hell along with the story. There's the... Oh. Okay, but... Ah, fuck, I can't see. I did it. I got it. Can I play the piano? Aw, what? I can't play the piano? Worst game ever made. You're not gonna close behind me or something? I can't see. I clicked up, but that's okay. We're going.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Did he?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
Stanley's
question
a bitch.
would not go unanswered for long.
Can I go back up? Okay, bye.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well,
Does it let me?
that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Looks like there was a false wall there for a second.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
I can see the keypad now.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Exactly.
It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay. You ready? I don't think you're ready for this one. Wasn't it? Is the code just different now? I swear it was 2845. Alright, well I guess the code just isn't the same anymore. Can I just go back? No. Okay, well I guess I go back.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm just that smart. And guess where we go now?
This time, Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Guess where we go now, man. Guess where we go, Mr. Narrator.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No!
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Exactly.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there.
Exactly.
Is it the boss's office again?
Sure
or
is.
What if it's the boss's office this time?
I have no fucking
suspense
idea.
is killing me.
Holy shit, it's the boss's office. There it is. What?
God, it's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
No.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay, take your time. Okay.
I have fully come to terms
Are you
with it.
sure?
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Are you sure?
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. You know where we're going now? We're going back down.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yup.
How did I not anticipate it?
No idea.
Sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Exactly.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
So this man gets me. Alright. Guess what time it is, narrator? It's time to go back up! Nothing. Seriously. Nothing. Have I exhausted all of your voice lines? Oh?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Okay.
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
No
but
fucking
the
clue.
suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
I agree.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting?
We have no fucking clue what's up there.
It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Please don't jump scare
They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
No idea,
Why
man.
aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal.
Exactly.
This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Me?
You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it.
Wow.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
And I am
want to have to
surprising.
think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
I get an
Yes,
interview?
I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is
really
the
didn't.
kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, the room where we're
Oh,
holding
no!
the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
No, let me back. I want to go. I want to go back. I want to go back. I wasn't ready for this. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Live. The guy who went to Mars. All eyes on Stanley. Live on stage. There he is. There's me. I don't get water? Damn. Well, sucks to be you, Stanley Parable. I have my own water! It's ice cold. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Is this the fucking Minecraft door opening sound? The Stanley Parables, Stanley, tonight, live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. Tonight, live on stage. That's me. To stage.
Right.
Welcome,
Are
Stanley.
you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really
Speak with your
proud
heart.
of you, Stanley. Okay.
I'm proud of
It
me
looks
too.
like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay! There it is. There's my desk. There it is. Up again, down again. The Stanley story. Break a leg, champ. Damn. I love the way you ride elevators. Go get him, Tiger. Mary Jane? Your wife from the apartment ending. What? Okay. I'm ready. The dude who came up with pizza. Can I talk with him? I would have talked to the dude who came up with pizza. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was it. That was the ending. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, now we can do that all again, but don't go up and down the elevator 30,000
When
times.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You sure did, narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
It
Feeling
wasn't.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You sure did. Bum bum bum.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and
Okay.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
You sure did. We go. Whoa, creepy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You sure as hell did not. No, I don't want to go up the elevator again. There was a door to the left there, wasn't there? There sure was. Escape. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't trust you.
The door behind him was not shut.
I know.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I know.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Exactly.
and willingly confront his death.
It's time to face your fear. I will die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
He
life.
sure didn't.
Farewell, Stanley.
He sure didn't. No. Hold on, we're not done here yet. No. Ah, fuck.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Something ain't right here.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Yeah, there's Stanley's office, and you had a little, this thingy, and the doors that I did the thingy, and then the two doors, the corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor had been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. And this was the two doors. The two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Interesting. This looks like a gallery. The office. I can't even click on any of these. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Office computers. Hey, yo, someone was playing solitaire? Where was this? Oh. I turned off their computer. RIP. I turned off all their computers. They're not allowed to play anymore. Shit. I got the credits. Nice. The boss's office. Oh. It's the development history. Yeah, this is a sort of gallery, huh? This room, an early version. Interesting. The copy machine that I clicked a whole bunch of times. Got some screenshot. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting allies, or fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game, plus some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Interesting. Ultra Dialogue or Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. Interesting. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. I had initially planned to use these further promotional materials. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Nice. This is a really sweet gallery. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Interesting. Lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, at this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. These are all the endings I haven't even seen yet. Nice. This ending. Through many iterations, this room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Interesting. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized that this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Eventually cut and merge with another part of the game. Interesting. There's a lot here. Flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately is the simplest version that won out. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. This is crazy. Is there a way out of here, or is this just the gallery? Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I think I lost. Damn.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
This is different. Did I hear fire? This is different. Oh, is that the solitaire computer? It is. What the hell's going on?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I think I've done everything there is to do left, so I'm not gonna do
This
that.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
You sure
Perhaps
did.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm standing here. I realize you were just
really
like
worth it being
me,
here
trying
in the
to
room.
make
A room
history.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Really worth it. I agree, man.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
What the
and
hell you
reflected
mean
poorly on his
creepy?
overall personality.
I'm just gonna fucking sit
It's
here, man.
possible that this is why everyone left.
Bro. I'm just chilling in the lounge. That's what you do in a lounge. You
Stanley sat
chill.
around waiting for more dialogue.
I sure did.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
And I realized that message was, I'm gonna win, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit right here in the lounge. I'm gonna drink myself some more water. And we're gonna have a good time. I can sit here all day, man. You ain't got nothing on me. This is easy. This is what I was born to do. I'm getting a little bored. Just a little. Okay, I'm too bored.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
He sure did.
And took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Do not lie. You aren't. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. This is the cargo area. Wow, Red Hot Sonic's now playing Rocket League. That's crazy.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
I will
foot
die.
here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm so powerful, you didn't even get to finish your sentence before it finished loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know, but I'm not
Stanley
being
decided
followed
to go
this
to the
time.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
Die.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Penalty for jumping off of cargo lift, $5,000. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I know.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. How? I'm waiting. That's what I fucking thought. Danger. Danger everywhere. I'm standing on this side of fence. What you gonna do about it, huh? No buckets past this point.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I don't think he did.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I'm tempted. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
You have?
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
You think so?
Let's take a look.
Whoa. Hell yeah, there's a worldwide leaderboard. There's a door that I can't open. Bro. Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. Damn. 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 Well. Fine. I'll take the left door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Hell
Again,
yeah.
honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Hell no, let's go!
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Okay,
it's
I
a
got
very
it.
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay. Looks like I'll be here for the next 4 hours. You know what? I can't be bothered. Bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
I don't have
purely
4
to spite
hours.
me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
It's the cool
What's
ass.
our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent
Firewatch?
civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that
I thought I
must
was
be
supposed
it.
to put out
What a
fires.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Minecraft door opening sound effect. Yeah, this is Firewatch, isn't it? I'm supposed to look for fires? I don't fucking know anything about Firewatch. I know it's a game. That's about it. I still can't jump.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can't be what?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Oh,
We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
but
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
But I want-
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I'll explore. I want to go.
Okay, I think this will be just
I want
the
to go.
thing.
I want to go. Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Where's my car?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Give me, where's the car? And you go,
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
I think it's sports
Stanley,
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's
Give me the ball.
Have fun.
Hell yeah. I still can't jump. Oh, I'm a lot faster now. Oh, holy shit. I'm gonna get a goal.
Are you doing it?
Are you winning? I think I'm winning.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes.
Stan, hold on. What are you doing?
Dying.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
Wasn't there an ending? Wasn't there an ending where you explicitly told me I could and did do that? Oh. I think I died. Where the hell am I? That looks promising. Ooh. Oh, I can't go in there. Okay. Sorry, there was a knee-high, or there was a knee-high wall I couldn't get to. Oh, it's my office. There's nothing in here, though. What was the point of this, then? Nothing.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I'm
And if he's
confused.
learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. I guess we wait, then. Never mind. Cool.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley
That was
just
different.
needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever
I'll never
again.
be alone again. Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this
No, he
was
didn't.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I sure
well.
did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I sure did.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Okay, bye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know, I'm not feeling it. I want to take the cargo lift
Stanley
up
was
this
so
time.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, let's go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Wow, really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Someone I've been neglecting.
Someone you've forgotten about.
What?
Please, stop trying to make every decision
Oh,
by
okay.
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I'm scared.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hold on, let me get a sip of water real quick. You know, I don't really feel like it. I really just don't feel like it. Can I unplug the phone?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light
I
engulfed
unplugged
him,
it. What do you mean I
filling
picked it
him
up?
Not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
I sure did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
I agree.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
How to read?
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Oh, I can't jump off now.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
That'd be funny, though.
That story would make no sense at all.
It would be funny.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Damn. Unfortunate. I'm going home to the place where I belong.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no. I don't wanna.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay, bye. But I want to go this way. Damn it. Can I close the door behind me? Damn. No, I can't. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll go to the meeting room. I'll do the
It's
fucking...
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I did, yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Damn.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
Yeah, I had.
You're a child.
Oh.
Oh. My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Oh, that's right. I didn't actually go to the mind control
exactly
facility.
As Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, shit. We're not allowed to go downstairs. I'm not... Bitch.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115. I said Nightshark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115. Well, I've done all I can do.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This
I'm
is
trying,
a crucial
man.
step.
I'm doing the thingy. The Night Shark 1-1. Do I type
Okay,
it?
fine. You're not going to do it, but you know
I'm
what?
trying.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Oh.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you.
I got
to make
the
a
end.
decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
The credits just stopped. I'm sorry, Stanley. Cool, so we got 2 more endings that I can think of.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
But there were 2 thingies. What? There were 2 other endings. No, I have to see these through.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
What was the
This
telephone?
Was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I need to
Perhaps
know.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I need to know what that
Look,
phone
Stanley,
is.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
But I want
I'm
to.
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Hello? Did I do it?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. let me show you what's really going on here.
That made me so sad. There's
This is a
nothing
very
here.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I don't want to. Damn. Fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
No.
Round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I've been given a direct order. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna hit anything. I'm gonna wait right here like I was told, because I'm a good boy. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. In fact, I'm gonna press another button instead. I'm gonna hit Z, or X, or C, or V, or VB. Okay, literally nothing else is doing anything. I've hit literally every button except H. Nothing's happening.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I'm
How can I
trying,
tell him in a way
man.
that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
A mirror.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, Maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. There's 2 more endings.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Okay, new content door still open. Cool. So I want to go this
When
way.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to
I know.
room,
Shut
and
up.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shut up.
Stanley felt lightheaded.
Shut up.
Butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the 2? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
I don't know.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
He sure did.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But he didn't though.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
But I don't wanna. Ah.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Really?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sure.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Cool. That's a... Oh. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am
My
I
eyes are
kidding?
closed.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Was that it for that one?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. The new content door was sealed.
When Stanley...
Whoa.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. I am moderately confident literally all of these doors connect to each other. No, they don't. You surely don't. You surely don't. You two look like you do. There's something over this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bum,
Stanley
bum,
decided
bum.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The new content door is still wrong. No doors, not one.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, I'm not. Okay, cool. Let's find out. Oh, that coffee cup spilled. I don't remember that being a thing. La da 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 da.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The
No, we hadn't.
story. Here it comes.
I'm just turning left forever,
No,
man.
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. This is different.
Now this...
What the-
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hey,
Congratulations!
I win!
I know you put in a lot of hard work.
I
and it really paid
won!
off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
But I won!
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for
What
that
do you
win.
mean?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those
But I
situations.
won.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
But I won. It's the Stanley Parable adventure
All right,
line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I got it. I'm following the Stanley Parable adventure line. That's not where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go this way and take a left, and there was supposed to be doors here.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. We follow the line then.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward,
Okay.
Stanley, to destiny.
But what if I want to go this way?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I agree. The line? Yo, this line's going crazy.
cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay, I believe you.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, I'm done studying.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I mean, it looks like we go this way. The line says this way.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Do I win?
Restart.
Aww. The Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever
Okay.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Oh, no, not you again.
It broke through the
Stanley,
ceiling.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line's going crazy. Looks like it's having fun. Oh, it wants me to go up there. Alright, well, goodbye, line. I can't follow you up into the ceiling.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But I wanted to take the left door. God, fuck you, man. Oh.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Find the confusion.
So now,
ending
according
schedule.
to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Find a
I don't
bookstore.
want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't. I'm scared. I'm scared. Ah!
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
That was loud. Oh, the game restarted.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, yeah, that was it. The new content doors opened. That was the ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mind control time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He sure did. What?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
You're not acting very surprised. Now Stanley walked down dark corridor.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
He sure did.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Damn.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
Employee
life
pirate.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I mean,
had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
I have a
to
keyboard
the
and mouse
world?
down here. So, maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I don't know how. Facility power? Other button up there. Three. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3. 4 is up there, I'm willing to bet. I can barely see a staircase. I don't see any way to climb up it, though. Can't see any way up there. Can I change my brightness? No? I can't. No, I can't see shit. Can't get up there. There's a staircase here, but I can't see how to actually get into the staircase. There's a railing that goes across, but I can't seem to find a way up there. Is it here? Ah! No. Damn it. Well, all that effort's wasted. Facility power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
I don't know if I
and I
believe you.
believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them.
Oh, you're
was.
open now. Fuck.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
2.
What all this means. I barely know where to start.
3 is over here.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
4.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
5.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
5.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
2.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made
I want to hit the buttons.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
I tried.
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
I tried.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Damn. What was the off ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Zoom in.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
A bus. A bus.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. A bus. A bus. Damn, Stanley never did get to see his boss.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Let me through.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes.
Now the
Let me
monitors
through.
jumped off, their true nature revealed.
Let me
Each
through.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yup.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof.
All right.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Goodbye,
For
machine.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I hit the button.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
It's beautiful.
And Stanley was happy.
I beat the game. All right. As you could see, I beat the game. This has been the Stanley Parable, everybody. So, there was the door that said new content. I assumed that's stuff for the Ultra Deluxe Edition. I'll probably get to that in a different video. But, for right now, I think that wraps it up. Unless there's almost guaranteed something I'm missing. But, I might come back to it, who knows. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I will see you later. Bye!